Alright, welcome to my Module 2 assignment. So, to begin, this project, as you can see in the description, is a program that creates a game the player can navigate through. And so, the player can choose the path it takes. You can also choose to lie to characters to tell the truth, real-time playing to avoid obstacles such as lasers, as well as challenging puzzles, and at the end you'll get a score on how good you did. And it's centered around the player or the turtle stealing the pink diamond from a bank. So to start, I imported turtle and time I used later on in the score system. You'll see later. So to begin, all of my program is basically in the function, and they're all labeled. So this is the start of the sewer/cheese scene. And these are all the functions that I used in that. And then once you get on here, here's start of the rat scene, these are all the functions I used for that. Start with the guy scene. Here's all the functions I use for that. And start the laser scene. All the functions for that one. And start the shuffler scene. All the functions I use for that. And finally, this is the point. This is the function for score calculation, which you'll see later. And all these are used for return statements to get these. Return times run. And then here, down here, is all of the variables that from turtles and stuff that I couldn't put into a function, as well as calling the functions. Like this is calling a function, this is calling a function, this is calling a function, this is calling a function. Like that sort of thing. So to begin, I'll talk about all that later, but just to start, I'll show you I'll walk you through the code. So to begin, we're in the sewers, and there are 4 tunnels we can take. As you can see, we were a turtle secretly infiltrating a bank to steal a legendary pink diamond. And we're sneaking under the bank in sewers, and we have 4 paths we can take. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. And as we're in there, we smell like a smell of cheese coming from tunnel 4 here. And so we have 4 options we can take. But let's say as we're inputting our answer, we accidentally say 5. It says it doesn't count it, or G, or we say anything, it isn't counted. That is through here. This code and this code stops you from saying the wrong thing. And as well, actually all this code does this. All this code stops you from saying that if you don't input 1, 2, 3, or 4, it won't count. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's your typo. So we'll go back to the code. And so let's say we'll go to 4, as there's cheese in there. So we'll go to number 4, and we move into the tunnel. You kind of missed it, but I'll show you it later in the program. So we find a block of cheese. Do you want to take it or leave it? We'll take it. Once again, if we say, if we mistype, it'd be takes. Yeah, you get a typo. So we must have again, and we can say take. Let's take the cheese. So we're going to the new scene. This is the rat scene. This is the rat scene from over here. And so in the rat scene, this is for real-time control, this code. And these are all different functions that I used. This is the rat scene is the main big function. As you see here, that's all one. So we're in here. And the rats ask us if we found some cheese on our way here. And so when we look at our cheese and we say it looks very tasty and delicious. So do we want to give our cheese to the rats? Let's not give it to the rats. The rats go, oh, rats. So we have to help the rats now if we want to pass them, as we need to get over here. So where did it go? So if we have to, so we need to help the rats to pass. We need to go over in this dark area and we need to see if there's owls in there. Obviously there aren't owls going to be in the dark. We're in the sewers, but we need to check for them. So we're going to check, press enter to continue, and there's a real-time control. I'm pressing A currently to turn, and now pressing W to move forward. And as we move forward into the darkness, once we reach this wall, it will send us back. And so as we looked in the darkness, the rats will ask, do we see any owls in there? And we can say yes or no. These rats try to take our cheese. So we're going to say yes, we're going to allow them. And they go, oh, rats. They have to flee and find a home. and they leave. So now you can press enter to continue, and we leave. And now this is the start of the guy scene, which starts here. As you can see, it just made the door and the guy. This is the code to make the door, and this is the code to make the guy. It is all like changeable size with parameters, as you can see here. Lots of parameters, and then we can, since it's all like multiplied, we can make this size anything we want, in the scaling stays the same. So as we approach, so you continue down traveling the servers until you find a ladder leading to the surface. You finally come to a strangely colored blank vault room. You see a guard standing there. You see a guard standing there, and it's strangely colored. Oh my God, wait, sorry. And so your goal is to steal the pink diamond. And you see a guard standing there, and you're seeming like unshocked and unbothered by your presence in like the bank vault. The guard's standing there waiting for you to come. And as you approach, he will tell you a riddle. If unsolved, he will allow you to pass by without any trouble. So press enter to continue. Press enter and we move in. It gives you the riddle. This is the riddle, and as you read it, you'll realize this riddle is about diamonds, as they're about like being born in the dark and pressure. So, what's it called? As you can see. But let's say we answer it like incorrectly the first time. Like we'll say house. That is incorrect. And so we'll try again, and we'll say diamond to the right answer. And he allows us through, so we got the right answer. So he moves to the side, doors open, we go through. And now this is the start of the laser scene. And this code is a while loop. Find it here. This is the laser scene, and down here it is a while loop, which the lasers will continue. This is all the code that makes the laser go. And then it checks for collisions. That's how it stops. So when you stop laser equals check collisions, and check collisions is triggered. This is check collisions. So when you collide with a laser, it returns false, and sends you back to t.go2. But if you collide with the end, which is another throw at the end, it will return true, which will stop the while loop and make the lasers turn off. So as we go through here, WASD, I can control it. I don't have to just be in that same level. I can be way down here when I go. You pass through like this, wait for the laser to start. And then we go through. And as we get to the end, the code will turn off. And now we move in to the final room, the diamond shuffler room. And so in this room, there are 3 diamonds. And this one's pretty hard to pay attention. So we're in the diamond shuffler room, and we're not expecting there to be a diamond shuffler, so we weren't prepared for this. So in here we have to watch. The middle diamond is the real pink diamond, and the first and third are all fakes. So it's not diamond shuffler. We'll keep a mouse in this one. So it goes, boom, it's over here on the left now. Moves over here. Moves back. Swaps to the middle. Swaps to the side. So let's say the real pink diamond. We don't know which one it is. We messed up. We'll say it's 3. We're wrong. We have to restart it. So we'll keep going. As you see, currently the pink diamond is in the middle. It's hard to see, but that's it. It's a pretty hard challenge, and you go over here. You know, it's on the left. Let's say we accidentally typoed. Just said something. It won't count as typo. It won't count it. So we will say the first one, the incorrect one. The correct one's 1. Say I'll move to the side, and it will celebrate the animation, and then you need to collect the pink diamond. Goes back to real-time control, and then you collect it. And then press enter to continue, and you move to the side. And now this is your score. Unskilled Thief. Your score is 2.3. Thanks for playing my game. By me. Then this shows you how your score is calculated, and that's your score for each room. Your score calculated through choices you made, and the better decision you made, the better the score. And a good decision is a decision that is like the morally right one, or the one that makes the game go by quicker. Alright. That is the end of the first playthrough. Alright. So we're gonna go a bit more in depth into the other options you can do than just the basic ones. So to start, there are 4 tunnels, and instead of going to tunnel 4, which where the cheese is, let me go to tunnel 3. As you can see, it goes in the tunnel and just goes in. press enter to continue. There's no prompt to like get cheese because there's no cheese there. So you go here. Here are the rats. And then since you didn't get any cheese, you have no cheese to offer them to even pass by. So you have to do their task. So press enter continue to do their task. Let's go to darkness, go backwards to make it faster. Before I get to the darkness, I'll show you how you check it. So in here, start the rat scene. So it's every time you move, press W, it's t.forward, and then it calls the rat near command function. The rat near function checks if darkness, which is the turtle I made, is within 10 of the x of the turtle. And if so, it will remove all of the abilities for my turtle to move that I can't control anymore, and will return true. And so every time I move, this function is called. So every time I press W, it's called, essentially. So we'll go back here, and we'll go touch the darkness, and we'll get sent back. And so now we're back. Now we can, with loud owls or tell the truth, we'll tell the truth to them. So, we'll lie to them. Yes means they lie. So the rats have to flee the sewers and they'll find a new home, and they're thanking us for our help, even though we lied to them. And so now we leave. And so the score is calculated from a variety of things, such as line, you get a worse score. Collecting the cheese, you get a better score. And if you give them the cheese, you also get a higher score. And for this one, the longer you take to solve the riddle, the less score you get. So I'll just show you what it's like when you don't solve the riddle. So there's the riddle here. It's about the diamond. But of course, we don't know that, so we'll say it's like an apple. We're still wrong. Say it's going to be a pear. We're still not wrong. And now we have an option to... He's mocking you so hard for losing the riddle that your blood's boiling, you're angry. And then... So you can either try the riddle again, or you can make him move. As in, fight him almost. So we'll try it again. Maybe it's pear. But no. And so this is so embarrassing you, right? That you're losing. He can't possibly allow you to have the diamond. So you have to fight him for it. And so you press enter to fight. So you fight him. He gets hurt. He gets bigger and all bloody. And then he falls down on the ground. And then you beat him, essentially. Sorry. And so you beat me, you shall pass. Then you pass. So this one, the longer you take this to pass the lasers, the longer the less score you get. So way in the middle, before the laser comes, we're safe. So I'll show you. When you touch the laser, you go back to 0, 0. So we get struck by a laser. I'll show you this. Once the lasers move up, you can immediately move on to them. You have to wait. So it's the end. And to code the end part there, I'd put a turtle right essentially here. And I made it so if you go under this turtle, it stops everything. And the same thing for the lasers, but instead of it stopping everything, it sends it to 0, 0. So if you go into the lasers, it gets into 0, 0. That's how the lasers work. I can show you the code actually. So go through here. Sorry, this is the rat scene. And now this is the guy scene, which is already done. And you can see here all the parameters. That's how I made him grow in size and change his color and everything. That's also how I made the door disappear. And so now you go down to start a laser scene. So we have all the lasers. This is the laser that make it move. This is how lasers actually function. And it's a big while loop. And this is for check collisions. And so yeah, if the turtle x coordinate is minus the laser x coordinate is within 10, it will make you go back to 0, 0. And there is a turtle also named end, which if it's within 10 x coordinates, it turns off the keys and it returns false, which will end the while loop, which will end the lasers. And every time the laser is do a full run, it minuses 0.3 from your score. Now going over here, the diamond shuffler one. So you saw the diamond shuffler. It's in the middle, so we'll put my mouse on it. It's over here now. It's over here now. It's over here now. It's in the middle. And we'll say, see, I actually lost it there because it's actually a pretty hard puzzle. It's not in the middle. If we say it's in 2, it's wrong. This is really a challenging puzzle. So, if you followed it correctly there, you went to number 1. let's say we thought it went with like 5 mistyped. It gives you a re-input, like it sees you got a typo. Let's do 1, it's correct. As you, this is the diamond that was there. And then you have to collect it. So you collect it, continue, and now it gives you your score. Talentless Thief. The score is negative 1.5, which is very bad. Thanks for playing my game. Thank you. So this game, I have a bunch of like different things in it. Raging difficulty. The shuffler is actually very challenging. I actually failed it on this video, but if you pay attention enough, it is pretty easy to solve. But it's kind of hard because they all look the exact same, so it's hard to tell when they like swap. But if you pay attention, it works. While it's like the laser level, it's not actually that hard. But yeah, so that is my code. Thank you for watching. Any other questions, you can come to me. But I have everything here, all my functions being called and defining variables. This is I'll show you how the point scale works. So for the point scale, it's the final point, so it's laser scene points. Each like own scene area, like type thing, has its own points. And then this is like the rankings, the titles, like master, professional, novice, unskilled, and talentless. And this is how I made like the text. And this is what tells you how you calculate your score. And then as you go up here, diamond function. Here, we'll go to diamond function. We'll go to the laser function. Laser scene. So as you see, every time this while loop runs, it will minus. Let's just start at 2.5 points, and every time it runs, like does a full laser rotation. So all lasers go down, all lasers go back up. You minus 0.3 off 2.5. And so let's say we go with the rat one. So rat scene, here we are. So rat scene points start off at 2. And so if cheese collection, this means if you collected the cheese, as I put a return over here, up in here, where is it? Return false, that's number 4. Here it is. So it's if cheese true or false you collected, you return true, because that is what this variable is named. So you return true and return false. So if cheese collection equals true, it will run the command that says you have cheese, so offers you to just leave. I'll show you also what leaving does, where you can just skip the whole like venturing into darkness thing. And so this gives you 2 points if you just do that. If you say no, you lose 0.5 points, and you also have to do the darkness part. But additionally, as you go down here, if you lie and if you say there are owls, you lose 0.5 points again. If you tell the truth, you don't lose any points. And this is for and now the else, if you don't have any cheese, if you lose minus 1.5 points just because you don't have any cheese, so your current score is 0.5, as it is originally 2. Here's the command to make you be able to move, as these are all functions. And then, so we move down here. If you lie, you get you lose 0.75. If you tell the truth, you only lose 0.5. So the best you can get if you don't get cheese is gain nothing. As it's pretty dumb not to get the cheese, because it's like a pretty obvious hint. So yeah, that's my command. There's all that goes for everything. And then rat scene points is your point, and you return rat scene points. Then down here, the way I get that return variable is as I'm calling the functions, instead of just calling it normally, I say like rat scene points equals rat scene. And rat scene is the function that contains that, so rat scene point equals rat scene points. And then I add, and then in the calculating function over here, right here, rat scene points. And so that continues for every single one of these. That's how you calculate your score. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.